Let me catch you up on what's happening. Queen Jenna can't attend the summit because someone has accused her of conspiring with Scarlet. The hearing is the same day. Someone's lying, and we have to figure out who. Soon as we know, we can confront that person and get them to recant their statement. We need to talk to everyone, find clues to the truth, and build evidence to defend the Queen. Once we discover who among them is the mastermind, we'll take action. But be careful. These people are suspicious and sensitive. Say something too blunt or off-putting, and they'll clam up. If we're obviously undermining their plans, they'll have us escorted out of the party, and it will all have been for nothing.
Introducing a hero who needs no introduction, the commander of the Pact. And accompanying the Casimir Meade.
Keep it together, Kaz. You can get through this. Be confident, like Jory.
Casimir, come over here. Don't look so glum. Care for an hors d'oeuvre? Hello, dear Casimir. Don't worry your little face over what the Herald's papers say. You'll always be noble in my eyes.
Countess Anise. That's direct, and kind of you to say. I'm afraid I don't feel particularly noble.
Then we must do something about that. Nobility isn't in the blood, as so many believe. It's in your choices. Your return to grace is only a pardon away. If your talent for detecting lies is all you say it is, well, let's just say I'm confident we can convince the Queen your value overrides your father's misfortune.
I only hope to be of some small service, Countess. Oh dear. Okay. Let's start picking apart everything they say. One of these ministers is spreading lies about the Queen.
Don't misunderstand, Countess. I'm certainly grateful to you for purchasing my billet and putting me to work. I'm just not sure I understand the reasoning behind dragging...
But I thought for certain it was Minister Wee who attended court the day Scarlet was there. Are you sure?
Who is it? I remember hearing afterward that Scarlet approached the Queen. No one paid any attention back then. Scarlet was a nobody until the Queen's Jubilee.
Those pies out this will be thrown off the symbols immediately.
And then he asked me which pair I wanted, to suggest I couldn't afford both. Why, I should have slapped him on the spot.
Speak quickly.
How I wish my lovely wife were here.
The ministers. They make me so uncomfortable. Especially Minister... Excuse me, are you eavesdropping? Oh, how quaint.
Who is that brute who's been rooming with the Countess all evening? I need to ask her preference on dessert wine, but...
Of course, Caudicus would be involved in anything that undermines the Queen. But he's not the one accusing her. We have to find that person.
Save yourselves!
Oh.
Am I to intimidate these ministers and aristocrats? Put them off guard? Surely you can't imagine that these dandies pose some kind of threat. Retreat!
I can take that. Thank you.
What? Minister Estelle is being pressured by Minister Marula to retire? Well, she would never. She's far too ambitious.
never met Minister Estelle. If she's been meeting with Caudicus, she may know something.
Save yourselves!
May Cormir enlighten you.
You've convinced me. It looks like Minister Estelle is the one spreading this horrible rumor. Let's keep at it. If we're going to confront her, we'll need serious evidence to back us up.
I know for a fact that the Queen had a private talk with Scarlet. How? Everyone is saying it, so it must be true.
May I fill your glass for you? I can take that. Thank you.
And you are...
I assure you that the chef responsible
Good observation. I had a feeling she was lying. The Queen wouldn't hold a private meeting with just anyone, much less a Solvari with no political connections.
You must be mistaken. My niece knows a guard who heard from a doorman, but the
Countess.
Queen...
What are you looking for in this crowd?
I've said too much.
I could lend my eyes and ears to your search.
I have so
If
much
there's
to
nothing
do.
in particular you need me to do, would you mind if I help myself to some of your refreshments? Am I really
Countess
so
Anise hardly
dumb?
ever lets the Queen out of her
Well,
sight.
here's something
She and the
interesting.
guard will corroborate
Would
the
you
Queen's
like to know
alibi.
how long?
Save yourselves!
I can take that. Thank you.
Is lying a prerequisite for being in the ministry?
Greetings.
That's another witness who can help us prove the Queen's innocence. Nicely done. Looks like we've got everything we need. Time to expose Minister Estelle for the liar she is.
Gentlemen, please leave. I see you've been busy socializing with the guests. So perhaps I misspoke. Apologies. I shall revise my statement.
I can take that.
Aren't you the nosy one? If you must know, I'll tell you what really happened.
Care for an hors d'oeuvre? I can take that. Thank you.
This way.
I think we're done here.
Save yourselves!
Oh, no. Avoid anything remotely
In absence
equestrian.
of your orders.
You don't want your
Stop.
guests to
I've been
enter your
occupying
Don't approach
myself
her.
by planning
the
the
It's an illusion. I am elsewhere.
Retreat!
Find me, and we shall talk. My apologies for the deception, but I must go to unconventional lengths to protect Kryta. Countess, Minister Estelle is claiming that you were there at this secret meeting. She's implicating you. Nonsense. I was at no such meeting. I did, however, receive a mysterious message signed only with the initial E. The note said that Estelle was in a bandit gambling parlor when she was supposedly spying on our queen.
Reminding her of this will be enough to make her drop her lie, faster than Farron's dignity.
It may have taken me a while,
I can take
Countess,
that.
but I
Thank
finally
you.
realized my part in this direction.
Save yourselves!
Forgive me for your illusion.
You again? I hope you're not planning another interrogation. This is a party, if you haven't noticed. I'll have you know I'm very well connected, and
Your connections can't help with this. We know what you've been up to.
What do you mean?
We know you couldn't have witnessed this supposed meeting with Scarlet. We hear you were busy meeting with some lobbyist that day.
Lobbyist? What are you talking about?
So much for subtlety. You were busy gambling with some ruffians.
Keep your voice down. That's a baseless accusation.
Is that so, Minister Estelle? Perhaps you and I should speak privately and sort this little mess out. Please follow my guards. I'll be with you shortly.
Countess Anise, thank you for inviting us to your party. It's been an entertaining and productive evening.
No one is more delighted by your presence than I. With all that socializing and skullduggery, you must be craving the longest of naps. Now that this messy affair is out of the way, I feel fairly certain Queen Jenna will attend your summit. I think Minister Estelle will soon see the value in cooperating with me, rather than rotting in prison for treason. I may have use for her. On a separate note, I do hope you will stay and join the Queen's entourage, Casimir.
You mean travel with the Queen to the summit? I'd be honored.
Yes, I think that's the right play. You will, of course, have time to relay the full details of your father's story at that time.
Oh, I don't think the Queen would be interested in...
Nonsense. Now go. Say pretty things to my guests and enjoy yourselves for the rest of the evening.